What is up, everyone? It has been a long time since I've made a video, but this week my favorite author, Hiro Mashima, came out with a new series, In Zero. You know, this series has had a lot of anticipation, but some people have been thinking, it might not be that good. A lot of people have been thinking that a lot of things look like fairy tale, and it's true. Some things were similar to fairy tale. One thing I was surprised about was Happy is actually in this. You know, they haven't really said if it's gonna talk about like his experiences in fairy tale or if it's completely new, like Plu was, how Plu came through to both series, like Rave Master. So we're not quite sure. You know, I doubt it's gonna be the same exact Happy that was in fairy tale. That'd be a little weird. He's not with Natsu. They haven't talked about any of that. Plus, fairy tale is getting a sequel, so I think it's kind of just maybe like a little Easter egg. They're gonna have Happy in every one of Hiro Mashima's new series. Like Plu has been in the last, well, I guess 3 now. So anyway, let's get talking about this series and the similarities. So one thing, so in fairy tale, Natsu was raised by dragons. In this series, the main character, Shiki, was raised by robots. So right there, big similarity right off the bat. And it's funny because even on the first page, Shiki is talking to the robot who raised him, and they're talking about dragons. So it's kind of funny, and at the end of the chapter, no spoiler, little spoiler, you know, they do talk a little bit more about dragons and a dragon appears, so that's something in there. And then, you know, Shiki does look a lot like Natsu, kind of like a Natsu and Gray comparison, but the funny thing is in one scene, Shiki has long hair before it's cut, and I think he kind of looks like a Geo. I don't know. And he was a little aggressive, his personality. He kind of creeped me out at first, but he seems to be a cool character. I really like his design. And then next we had Rebecca, who does look a lot like Lucy. And it's funny because Lucy was a novelist. She was writing the whole entire fairy tale series, you know, turned into books. And in this one, Rebecca seems to be like a YouTuber. She's making videos, trying to get subscribers. So I thought that was kind of cool, but kind of weird. It's almost like an alternate dimension thing we've got kind of going on right there. Let's talk about what I did like about this series. So far, I love the art. I always like Mashima's art. It's really good. One thing I really like about his style is the fact that he makes things serious, but he also has some comedy in there, and everything stays lighthearted. You know, I have a hard time reading a lot of dark series, a lot of series that are overly serious. Fairy tale was a good thing for me, at least, because it was able to have fun and be an adventure, but also get into serious moments and have serious times. And you know, we had all kinds of great experiences with the cast of that series. That's why I would say fairy tale is my favorite series. You know, fairy tale does have a lot of haters, a lot of people that love it. I don't know. That's probably how In Zero is going to be. I'm hoping people will get into this because even though it's similar to fairy tale, it's also going to be way different, you know. Just because he borrowed some things from his other story, that's not weird. You know, a lot of creators will do that, and his art style is his art style. I remember when I first picked up fairy tale, I thought it looked a lot like One Piece. So, I don't know, you know. That's just his style of art. I talked about this series being lighthearted. It seems like it's going to continue to be lighthearted, just like fairy tale was. You know, we already had some ecchi moments, which is always funny. It's a little corny, but you know, classic series, Dragon Ball, all these series have always done this kind of stuff. So I enjoy all of that. The character designs, you know, we looked at some really cool characters. I think it was the Demon King or the Devil King that was introduced at the beginning. He was an awesome character design. You know, I thought that the series would really continue to have like robots and stuff in it. Maybe it will, but it just looked like at least this one world they were in, which was a theme park, had all these robots. So we'll see how that continues. You know, I think this is going to keep the same kind of humor as fairy tale, and I really look forward to that. The final thing I want to point out, the final similarity between In Zero and fairy tale that I've seen thus far. What was the theme of fairy tale? Let's think about that. Well, it was definitely friendship. The whole entire series, we talked about friendship and how everyone grew together as a group and the power of friendship. And it's funny because this chapter relied heavily on talking about friendship. The first couple pages was the father figure robot telling Shiki how friendship brings power, how it's vital in life to have friendship. So that's going to be a theme I think that's going to continue throughout this series. And another similar that was in fairy tale also, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, I can see how people want to say this might be a little too much like fairy tale, but it's going to be special and unique in its own way. It's really cool because it looks like this series is going to be in space a little bit. At least that's going to be how they travel. So each place they go to is going to be a new planet. That kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, playing those games growing up, how you would travel from planet to planet. You know, we start in Granville Kingdom is what it's called, where the robots live, which is an abandoned theme park. And then we go on and we're traveling at the end of the chapter. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, what each different place looks like. It's kind of possibly going to be like One Piece, you know, how they travel from place to place. So maybe we'll get kind of a mix, like a Fairy Tail One Piece, because I always thought it'd be cool if Fairy Tail, I love the guild system and whatnot, but how cool would it be if we saw the cast of Fairy Tail venture more often, kind of like in One Piece. You know, I love that aspect of One Piece, how they're on the ship, they're sailing, they're seeing new things, seeing new worlds. Of course, in Fairy Tail, we saw lots of different places. It would be really cool if it was like an open world the whole time they're constantly traveling. You know, that's a really cool aspect. Maybe that's what this series is going to be like. They're not tied down to anything. So we're going to see what it looks like. Sheik and Rebecca are going to be the main characters, but I'm sure we're going to get lots of other characters introduced. You know, the art that we've seen so far, we've seen some really cool designs. Some other characters look really similar to some Fairy Tail stuff. So who knows? Maybe in the end, this could be revealed to be like an alternate dimension of Fairy Tail. That'd be kind of cool, like a parallel universe. I don't know. It's also announced that Hiro Mashima has another side story for Fairy Tail coming out. I forget what it was called. I think it was like Fairy Tail Heroes. And then he's going to have his actual sequel come out eventually, which is going to be super cool. I'm a big Fairy Tail fan. Alright, anyway, this was just a quick little recap of the chapter, me discussing. Hopefully I'll post some more. You know, I used to be a frequent poster back in the day. I played a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, let's just hopefully I can get this channel rolling again and let's see what happens. Alright, see you guys.